Once again, I've forgotten the most important part of my look. Can't have that. Perfect. Hello friends and welcome to another video. I think we can all tell by my sleeves and the back of my dress why that was necessary. Today we're going to talk about hair, specifically my hair. Specifically the hair that grows out of my head. As many of you may know, last December I shaved my head. And if you didn't already know that, there's a solid chance you're new to my channel and you are deeply contemplating shaving your head, or you've already done it and are desperately looking for some sort of validation to prove that it was a good idea. And you searched shaved head pros cons into YouTube and my terrible video popped up. If that's the case, this video is for you especially. When I was a new cue ball, I spent a lot of time watching videos from other shaved-headed women making pros and cons videos about the positives and negatives of shaving their heads. In essence, everybody was super happy about their decision to shave their head. And I was watching these videos and my first thought, like I said when I was a new cue ball, was y'all are liars! No. I guess I was surprised and a little put off by the relentless positivity. Why is nobody here suffering? And that's where I come in. I feel like I have a very unique perspective, and that perspective is I'm constantly full of negative thoughts and regrets. So I decided to level the playing field a little bit and play devil's advocate to, I don't know, not having self-esteem and feeling deep regret for your choices. These are my feelings filtered through the lens of my own consciousness and my own self-image regarding shaving my head. I will start with the pros. The first pro is fairly obvious and is the reason why a lot of people shave their head, because I wanted my hair to be healthy again. Last summer, before I shaved my head, I experimented with bleaching and dyeing my hair for basically the first time in my life. When you spend several months consistently dyeing and bleaching your hair, it can damage your hair. And my hair was not as damaged as it could have been if I was a little bit less responsible with it.
Are you sure about that?
Shaving allowed my hair to start from zero and grow in super healthy. My hair is somewhere in the ballpark of like 4 inches all the way around. It's very healthy. It's very, very soft and pillowy and I love touching it. My curl pattern looks wonderful. I'm really proud of my curls and I like that I get to, you know, be so up close and personal with them because the hair is short. They don't get lost in length, basically. I think my hair looks really cute now. And that's the operative word. I think I look cute with the short haircut now. And I had to wait almost a calendar year to get to this point. And most of the past year has been spent with me absolutely despising how I looked. So it's been a hard journey, and I guess that's why I'm so jaded about it. Another weird pro is that I get complimented by other black women so much more often now. I get so many other black women who are like, I love your hair, I love your fro, it's so cute, it looks so healthy. I'm like, thank you. When an older black woman compliments me, I almost like just burst into tears. Do you want to adopt me or like what? Yes, I have a loving mother already, but like I could always use more. Moms are like potato chips. It's always better to have more than one. And on the opposite end of that, another pro, it's kind of a morbid pro, but it's a pro all the same in my eyes because I'm the one who has to experience, or I guess not experience it as it were. I like don't get catcalled anymore. I used to get catcalled. This is gonna sound like the world's worst humble brag. I promise it's not because the patriarchy is not this much fun. I used to get catcalled every time I went outside, just about. And I hate it. I hate getting catcalled so much. It makes me feel super unsafe. And also sometimes I would yell things back out of anger and I would feel more unsafe. You know, great being a woman in the world. Doesn't happen. Does not happen anymore. And it was months before I realized it wasn't happening and I was like, I just feel like generally more comfortable walking around in the world. And that's when I realized, oh, it's because nobody has tried to make me fear their presence in my space. I consider it a pro because any day I'm not getting catcalled is a pro feeling day for me. Another pro is that I got it out of my system. When I shaved my head, I finally answered the question that had been gnawing at me for years, which was, will I look good with a shaved head? And the answer to that is, no bitch, not for 9 full calendar months. But at least I have that answer now and I consider that a win because now I know never to do this again. I love learning things. Like now I know if I'm ever in the same room with a pair of clippers moving forward to drop kick those clippers out of the nearest 5-story window. Okay, that's enough positivity. Let's talk about cons. I would say the biggest con of shaving your head is that if you don't like how you look, you're absolutely Your options if you shave your head and hate it are as follows. Deal with it, invest in wigs. The other option is to do what I did and literally wear hats every day for like 3+ months. It's hard because you literally are not gonna know how you feel about it until it's already done. It's like if you don't know you're scared of skydiving until you are in midair having jumped off of a plane. I would advise you, if you're considering shaving your head, to befriend someone who is really, really good at Photoshop and have them mock up a picture of you with a shaved head. And if you have newly shaved your head and you don't like how you look, I absolutely feel you. Be patient, that's literally your only option, I'm sorry. Another con, I guess you could also view this as a pro, but I don't, is now I have a very intimate knowledge of how fast my hair grows, which is a useful thing to know, but I feel like I probably could have learned this without ruining my life for the past year by feeling terrible about myself every day. But now I know. You know how people say that your hair grows like ½ an inch every month? For me, that's true, and I hate that it's true because I've been on biotin for like a year and a half, and my hair still grew exactly as long as it was supposed to in the allotted time. Like Mother Nature was looking at me doing all of this, that, and the third, trying to get my hair to grow, and was like, that's cute, sis. You're on the clock regardless. Another con, and this is specifically if you shave your head and don't like it and want to grow your hair back, is there is literally no way to quickly grow your hair. It doesn't exist. Don't do what I did and like sink easily dozens of dollars, which doesn't sound that expensive, but money is money, okay? I'd rather spend $0 than dozens of dollars into like hair growth products. It's not a thing. It's just not a thing. When I was newly shaven, I went to CVS and I spent like $22 on like a liquid vitamin from a hair care brand. I spent like $50 on a full system of Nioxin to use for a couple of months. I spent money on like peppermint oil and tea tree oil because I knew that it would stimulate my scalp and maybe promote hair growth. I still use the oils, but like, I don't know if it's actually doing anything. I bought one of those like little like silicone rubby things for your scalp, thinking that would stimulate my scalp and stimulate hair growth. I put so much money into getting my hair back because I felt so ugly without it. Another con, and this is specifically if you have bad self-image already, if you don't like your shaved head, it's gonna make it so much goddamn worse. I realize in hindsight that I was like barely hanging on to the concept of feeling good about myself and my body before I shaved my head. And then I didn't have my hair to hide behind. And then I was just faced with like the full brunt of my body existing in space with no hair to hide behind or distract people. It was just me and all of my shapes and lumps, and there's a lot of lumps. And it was devastating. It was so hard. I felt like 7 times bigger. For reference, I'm a very large person. I'm fat. I'm like 6 feet tall. I have super broad shoulders. I have really wide hips. I have long legs. I have big thighs. I have big feet. I have a huge head. Like I take up a lot of space already. Existing in the world without any hair, I felt like, I don't know, like one of those like 8-foot tall snowmen, just like smooth and bald and huge. I felt awful all the time. I just thought I was 7 billion times larger than I was. For any other tall people, it's like when you hang out with your smallest, shortest, most petite friends and it makes you feel like 8 times bigger than you are. That's what it was, but I didn't have to be around anybody to feel like that. So that sucked, and I don't recommend that. Also, a lot of people in a lot of the pros and cons videos I've seen will list working out with shaved head as a pro because, you know, your hair is gone. You don't have to worry about like fixing your hair before or after the gym because there's no hair. You can just get up and go to the gym whenever you want to. And I was excited about that because I have an issue with having a gym membership and never going. Turns out dealing with my hair before, during, and after exercising was like the 87th reason I wasn't going to the gym. That was not the reason. My gym has just a full wall of mirrors. So whenever I go in there, I have to look at myself, which was hard to do with the long hair. And looking at myself in like my most tight, form-fitting clothes and my huge body with this tiny little bald pinhead on top, I was like, okay, so if there were ever going to be a time for me to just get spontaneously struck by lightning, Zeus, now is the goddamn time. You have to be so confident in yourself in order to pull it off. And I guess what I've discovered through doing this is that I am way less confident than I thought I was. And I know that Lizzo would be so disappointed in me for saying that, but like, sis, it's true. And truth hurts. And it sucks that I feel this way that I'm about to explain. But once again, I want to remind you, these are my thoughts about my shaved head on my body. I'm not telling anyone else that they need to feel the exact same way about their body. I feel like I had a harder experience with shaving my head because I am a physically large person, and I feel like most of the people who I have seen on YouTube be relentlessly positive about their shaved heads are smaller people than I am. And that sucks, dude. Like, it sucks. I hate that I am inadvertently buying into that whole thing that's like, fat girls can't have short hair because you need your long hair to hide your disgusting fat bunny. It's one of those things where you see a trait that you have that you don't like in yourself in someone else, and you're like, oh my God, they look amazing. They look so cute. They look so great. And then you see it on yourself and you're like, who let this bag of melted candles outside today? Who put all of these cheese grits in a balloon? Who took a trash bag full of Vienna sausages and put it in a pair of size 16 extra tall Torrid jeans? Who filled this potato sack with Special K and then lit it on fire? Who put 1,300 eggshells in this Herschel backpack and then hurled it off of the observation deck of the Chrysler building? It's not a good self-image, okay? And having no hair and taking away something that I always thought was beautiful about myself made it a lot harder. As it turns out, sometimes I need to adhere to the patriarchy's standards for female beauty in order to be able to go outside. And that sucks for me. And I'm just saying, I wouldn't have felt so negative about it if I hadn't cut off all my hair. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that's what I felt. I'm saying that's how I felt, okay? That's just how I felt, alright? Okay. Oh my God, another common pro that I don't agree with at all is that you save so much money on hair products. You save so much time getting ready. No. I might save time getting ready because I just like run a curl definer through my hair, maybe put a couple drops of an oil in there, and then run some gel in and just like zhuzh it until it's a shape that I like, and then put on hairspray. But like doing my hair before that didn't take that long. Maybe it's because I'm black. I feel like that has a lot to do with it, because like I need to condition my hair. I was conditioning my hair immediately, like from day one of shavedness. And now that my hair is like a solid length for short hair, I feel like I use the same amount of hair conditioner that I used when my hair was long. I don't save any money. I was still using like 3 or so hair care products and hair styling products when my hair was long. I have not saved any money. Like I said earlier in the video, I spent so much money getting hair growth promoting hair products that like, even if I was using like one hairstyling product now, I still wouldn't like recoup that loss. Like I have saved nothing and I have lost everything. This is another thing. Nobody will let me complain about my hair. I'm like half joking when I say this because like obviously I like that people are nice to me about this thing I'm insecure about. But every time I start bitching about my hair, people are like, oh my God, shut up, you look so good. And I'm like, can you let me be ugly, please? Can I just be ugly in peace? Can you just let me damage myself with words? Which obviously I don't want people to be like, yeah, you're right. You look busted as hell, girl. Like, no, that would make me even sadder. I don't know. I don't know what I want people to do. I guess I just need to get a diary. You know what? I thought of another pro. If you are someone who gets really bored with your hair easily and you're willing to sink a bunch of money into either consistently dyeing your hair or buying a suite of really nice quality wigs, you're gonna have a blast with a shaved head because you can literally be an entirely different person whenever you want to. I am not someone who's comfortable sinking hundreds of dollars into having a suite of nice wigs that I wear outside. The wigs I wear on my channel, I don't wear outside. I wore one of the wigs, I think we know which one it is, outside once, and I was like, this sucks. My neck is so hot and I'm sweating, and it's a synthetic blend wig, so it's getting tangled and I have to comb my hair every like 25 minutes. Why did I do this? I could sink like $200 plus into a really nice human hair wig and go to a salon and pay someone to install it for me, or learn how to install it myself and get the got-to-be glue and like do all the things with the comb, and I don't want to do that. I want to just be sad and hate myself like a true Pisces. But if you are someone who wants to experiment, shave your head by all means. You sound cooler than I am and I want to see your awesome wigs. So like, go for it. I cannot stress enough. It takes so long to grow your hair back. It takes so much longer than you think it will. I shaved my head because I had this misguided vision that I wanted to look like Prudence from The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I don't know why I thought that I would be able to achieve this hairstyle with like a ½ centimeter of hair. But like, I can't even do that with this length of hair. I guess my hair is too thick, but it's like, my hair's gonna need to grow for like, I don't know, 3 more months to be able to do this. It takes so long to grow your hair. I cannot articulate enough how long it's gonna take. So if you have even an inkling that you are gonna hate how you look with a shaved head, I honestly gotta tell you, maybe don't do it. If you have friends who are good at makeup, maybe have somebody put a bald cap on you. I feel like shaving your head is a bigger decision than people give it credit for. When I was still on the fence about it, when it was minutes before it was happening, my friends had the clippers in their hand, I was very much like, it's just hair, it grows, you know? Yes, it does grow, hair does grow, but it takes a while. You know what else grows? Trees. It's a big deal. It's similar, okay? Trees take a long time to grow, and so does your hair. You just need to be aware of the time commitment that waiting for your hair to grow back after you shave it is. Like I said at the beginning of the video, my hair is about 4.5 inches all around now. This took exactly 278 days to get from this to what we have right now. 278 days. That's like a fair bit of days, okay? If you would ask me to picture on the night that I shaved my head what my hair would look like 278 days in the future, I'd be like, that's basically forever. I'm probably gonna have 8-foot long hair by then. Nari, you've got a little baby afro that I will admit, once again, so people don't think I hate myself this much, I think this looks cute. I think I look pretty now. Now, once again, being the operative word. 278 days later. The sequel to 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, 278 days later. It stars me, and all of the zombies are scared of me because I keep screaming about how much I hate my hair. I win an Oscar. When you do anything to your body that you don't like and it's semi-permanent, it really enlightens you to how good or bad your relationship with your own self-esteem is. Because a lot of people were like, no, you look really pretty, you look great, you look like very cute and attractive. And I was like, I don't care if other people are attracted to me. I'm not attracted to me. Do you know how hard I am to impress? Do you know how difficult it is to get a reply on Bumble from me? It's super hard because I don't even have an account. I don't care if women find me like attractive or if men find me attractive. I don't find me attractive. Like, country boy, I don't love you. Wow. It's country boy, I love you. I hope that girl's doing well. Regarding dating, while we're on that topic, I don't have any advice. I don't date. I'm essentially a nun. Does this look like the outfit of someone who's interested in attracting people who are in their 20s? I don't think so, my guy. I look like I'm at a very, very summery funeral. This has not impacted my dating life at all because I would have to have a dating life for it to be impacted by my hair length. So, you know, in 2 weeks, I'm getting waist-length box braids, and I literally don't think I've ever been more excited to do something to my body. You know what? No, that's not true. I had a breast reduction a year ago. I was more excited about the breast reduction than I am about the braids, but I'm very excited about the braids. I think I just need length back, my guy. I need to be able to like put my hair in a bun. I need to be able to like put my hair in like little ponytails. I need to be able to like flip something. I don't have any hang time. I need hang time. You know what I'm saying? I need some air. I miss the dynamicness of long hair. I miss the movement of it. Again, this is soft to feel, but like, I get tired of it, dude. It's really boring. That's like, I think the last con is having a shaved head is really boring because you can't do anything to it if you're just gonna wear your natural hair out. When I had long hair, I could have a bun. I could have like a side part slicked back bun. I could have a center part slicked back ponytail. Take it out into an afro. And now, this is what I can do. And this is what I've done every day for the past like 9 months. And it's really boring and I'm so sick of it, which is why I'm excited about the braids. I can't wait to be cute again. I can't wait to be cuter than let's be positive. I can't wait to be a different kind of cute than I am now. You have happy mom. That's something. My mom is so happy with my hair, and I think I know, like from jump, she's been so enthralled with it. I think I know why. I think it's because with the short hair, I look like a baby. I've reverted back to this little pinch. That's me now. We're the same. And that's why she's so happy. My God, this has been a relentlessly negative video. I guess I should say some positive things. Positive things in my life. Oh, how could I forget the biggest positive in my life? Now that I have every piece of dog hair on earth on me, I feel like it's probably time to wrap up the video. Thank you for watching this complete meltdown of a video, but before you leave, I'm going to need you to do a quick favor for me. If you could go ahead and have an amazing day for me, that would be hair raising. And if you would like to interact with me betwixt uploads, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at NisiPisa. I also have a second channel where I post music and covers sometimes called Extra NisiPisa that I will link in the description. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to use code NisiPisa for 10% off at your local self-esteem store. Clearly I don't shop there. Toodles! You bitches can't even spell identity crisis.